Rumor has it Joseph Fritzl has moved into this cave and is planning on setting up a new basement design, so me and my handy dandy confetti gun are coming in for an inspection. Now you see, when dealing with a predator of this nature, it's always wise to investigate carefully before doing anything too hasty. Sadly, having opted to eat shrooms and drink Red Bull for breakfast, that stable mentality is dead and buried. That being said, the flak armor tanked those turrets like a champ, so happy days all around. Disorientated and suffering from a quick little stroke, we quickly regain our footing before pushing onwards. We can smell the chloroform and lube from here. You see friends, the trick is to take your time around every corner so that you maximize the predator's awkward mischievousness. Looks like there is no one home at the moment. I better check on the cryopods to make sure they're safe. They're locked up, but luckily we have a solution. Before getting it, however, it seems like the right choice to remove the generator in case Joseph returns. Winnie the honey beast and the rest of the dirty dozen, however, didn't like that one fucking bit, so I guess the current plan has gone from casually saving cryopods to committing casual homicide. Meanwhile, Joseph seems to be coming home and he's fueled up on steroids and Carlsberg, so he gracefully murders my Uber outside the cave entrance. Now seriously friends, if you knew that the titty committee was feeling rather gritty, how would you handle this delicate situation? That's right, lunatics, you wouldn't flinch an inch and continue with your happy little genocide parade, so continue we shall. Do you people have any idea how long it takes to kill an aggressive Argentavis with a Stegosaurus? Years, man. Literally years. For all I know, Joseph has started a new family somewhere else and is living happily ever after, enjoying a Mai Tai. Goddamn feather brains. Just gonna count to 10 and do a mental reset. Guess it's finally time to open up this Kinder Surprise and see what lovable toys we get. Not gonna lie, the increased cave damage is a welcome sight. Would you look at that, I finally got a damn mega bird. I've been trying to get one since day one, and sure, it hasn't got the greatest stats, but at least now I can finally deal with some of those high-placed piñatas Alphas tribes tend to have dangling around. Promptly we continue our scavenging, going from bag to bag filled with nothing but stones and charcoal, basically a lovable reminder of my Christmas gifts every year. Time to crack Fort Knox. Now let's list up the things we are still looking for in this CrossArk series. We need flak gauntlets, carbo saddle blueprint, boss fight stuff, rent money, and grape soda. By the look of the thatch foundations up in Joseph's house, I would suggest we keep our expectations satisfied with Big Bird from Sesame Street in the cryopod. We found his stash of event candy, also known as unlabeled pills, so big profits, my friends. That being said, I guess Joseph was tired of doing necrophilia things to my Uber driver's corpse outside and has set his target on a new prize. Being severely unequipped for this interaction, we run like our anal virginity depended on it to Mr. Soak-a-Lot. Now I know everyone is incredibly interested in seeing me left and right click on a stego for the next few minutes, but you can't have everything in life, so suck it up. So let's take a second to analyze the situation I put myself in here. I have gone into Mr. Joseph the sexual predator's house with no real weapons apart from a Bill Cosby grenade, a rocket launcher, and a few snappy rocks on a string. Flawless planning. But you see, yours truly here is never properly prepared in any situation, and at this point I have a PhD in fighting with homeless nudists, so get ready for the mechanical outplay of the year. As we can see, I am about to pass out from the lack of food, water, and dignity, but joke's on Joseph because I've signed us up for couples counseling, and that requires a calm and peaceful mind. So to take his mind of the murders, I go ahead and submit us both to a forceful anesthetic treatment. That's right, I decided to commit narcotic seppuku next to a sexual predator. And if you saw that coming, you're most likely the kind of person that understands the ending of Christopher Nolan movies, so congrats, you mind freak. Which reminds me, I still don't understand the ending of Inception. Anyway, back to the shameless junkyard fighting. We both wake up. Joseph and I are both well rested now, but like any couple coming out of a deep sleep, we need a little time apart, and he takes his colorful Pride Parade bird around the corner for some alone time. That being said, it reminds me that I just looted a few of his cryopods earlier and could have sent a literal goon squad of my own to jump his anus. Joseph sees that we both have aviatory companions now, and just like most predators, he doesn't like an even playing field, so he attempts to run away. Only to realize he's chosen one of the few locations where exiting and entering aren't as easy as expected. So now the hunter has become the hunted, and I've strapped on my Mandingo belt and I intend to go in dry. He couldn't handle it, and Joseph is finally defeated. Knowing that we committed a crime, we go ahead and murder the only remaining witness, thereby easing our minds of any guiltful thoughts in the upcoming future. Nothing more satisfying than finishing the job of a community inspection handled with grace and pride. So we cryo our new friends, wipe away the blood from the scene of the crime, and proceed to evacuate the cave in a calm and respectful manner. The Sesame Street bird will come in handy if we choose to kill the desert titan in the future. I'm sure I will find a use for it at some point anyway. Another day, another discovery, and it's recently come to my mind that there is a ridiculous amount of teleporters on this Crossark that just get to live in peace. Honestly, soaking and destroying a teleporter normally wouldn't be something that strikes my fancy, but due to a side project I've been doing, I need the element. It's the price we have to pay for a Crossark series, I guess. Now, being about as reliable as a junkie in the police storage room, I think it's time I educate you people out there looking for some kind of guidance in these rough times. So let's have some real-life safety lessons with your new best friend Happy. When walking alone in the street, always remember that there is safety in numbers. That being said, that's what 6 million Jews thought, and look what happened. Anyway, don't go around on the streets alone. Also, if you happen to be in a group, make sure that you have a chunky friend with you, because if push comes to shove and you have to run, it's all about being faster than your slowest friend. Don't be the slowest friend. If you are looking for some kind of educational push to progress in your professional career, I suggest making an account on Coursera. You can get free certificates in educational choices from places like Yale and Princeton if you feel like looking fancy on your resume. Also, for you guys who need work experience, there is a site called Acadium that gives you 3 months internships, no strings attached. That's right, I may treat everyone like trash, but I refuse to accept an uneducated audience. I will add the sites in the description, I guess. Well, the Stego must have been handing out free blowjobs in the parking lot earlier, I guess. That health bar that it survived with was low enough to make an onion cry. Luckiest chunky monkey I've ever seen. So finally Doug Jones gets to do what he does best, that being snort bath salts and bite metallic objects until they collapse under his intimidating talent. Just another day in paradise. Now the real question is, why the hell is no one defending this teleporter, and where is the tribe located that owns this thing? My experience with Crystal Isles is non-existent, and honestly the map is the size of Russia, so fuck all that noise. I will take any suggestions of base locations in chat, however, if you can think of a spot they might be living in. So you know how sometimes you swing by these one-by-one houses and you just get this feeling in your spine telling you to break it? Well, apparently my tingly feeling comes out when I see thatch houses, so I guess I'm that dickhead now. That being said, it is Genesis and the location was very odd. So as is tradition, we breach this bunker, and would you look at that, the man has a cryopod bloodstalker and enough gunpowder to burn down the rainforest. Obviously, being raised in a civilized household, we can't accept the fact that all of this stuff is being handled so poorly. They say teach a man how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Therefore, I don't know what lesson you're going to draw from this, but I'm about to teach everyone how to make C4. Jail. I'm teaching you how to go to jail. But hey, at least we get to go as a group, and you know what they say, statistically at least 9 out of 10 people enjoy forceful group sex. That's more or less going to be it for this video. I will have more consistent content in the next one, but basically from this episode we got a big Sesame Street bird some element and made some much needed C4, so poor Doug Jones can take a damn break. Feel free to watch to the end, but let's be honest, the content is over, so move on, you pathological binge watchers. Oi you, yeah you, the guy that stayed to the very end, go away.